All right, y'all, picture this, okay? You're talking with someone, you're having a nice conversation. You say something. They get a little offended or think that what you said may not be fit for what our society is saying nowadays. So, therefore, they deem that your opinion is no longer relevant, no longer matters. You are considered now an outcast to our culture and our society. You are considered canceled. Welcome to our cancel culture. I do have to say, everyone has opinions and views that are different from other people in our society, including me and anybody else in this world. You may not like their opinion, but their opinion is their opinion, and everyone has to live with it. Living with people's opinions is a part of living in our society. What is cancel culture, to be fair? Everybody says that it is referred to an attack on someone's employment and reputation by a determined collective of critics based on an opinion or an action that is alleged to be difficult, disgraceful, and disqualifying. What has been canceled due to cancel culture, and why do you think they were canceled? There are plenty of people with examples of what is considered to be canceled and why they're canceled. I'm sure some of you know about the Disney movies of Dumbo, along with other Disney classics, who say that Dumbo pays homage to racist minstrel shows because of a scene where they show Black people doing chores and being very eccentric. Um, Another example would be Dr. Seuss, who is subject to racial reckoning and insensitive depictions of Asian and Black characters. Another example would be Eminem with his lyrics from Love the Way You Lie, which were said to be glorifying violence against women. First of all, I have to address Eminem because I am also a very big fan of him. And the comment was made by someone from the Gen Z generation, where compared to millennials, they seem a little more, um, how may I say, a little more sensitive to things that people say nowadays. Just because Eminem is talking about these things from him does not mean that he encourages it or tells people, hey, like, you should go and just beat up some woman. That's not what he's saying. In his lyrics, he just is just how he's feeling. He is known for saying what's on his mind with no filter, no anything. It just comes out, and that's what he's known for because his lyrics are so truthful. It's truthful. It's not bad. It's truthful. People think or ask me why cancel culture should be canceled, and I have a quote from a government article which says political censorship and cancellation serves no purpose in our democratic society except to silence the opinions of others who may disagree. I think that Eminem should not be canceled just because of some lyrics from one song that he may have had that he is extremely famous for. I mean, if someone doesn't like his music, then you aren't forced to listen to it. They're also saying that it affects people's mental health. So, any actor, actress, or famous person, they have to tread very lightly on their toes because of what they say every day and what they do every day. Because people from cancel culture will take this and go, well, you said this or you said that, and now, you shouldn't be able to do anything with your career. Your career should be blown up and you won't have any say for anything anymore, therefore being canceled. This is wrong in so many levels because you look at so many really good people who we all support and they may have made a comment like when they were younger or recently, that isn't acceptable and shouldn't be accepted. And granted, of course, it won't be, but does that justify them being canceled completely and not being able to perform or act or give their saying anything anymore? My biggest example of that would be Morgan Wallen, who is a famous country artist. He had said a racial comment offensive toward Black people. And he now, because of it, is banned from performing and people won't publish his music. They won't play his music, which is very saddening because he has worked very hard to get where he is. And now all that hard work should be flushed down the drain just because he said um, one thing. Now, of course, like I'm saying, it's not a good thing what he said, but that's not everyday type things. That was a one time mistake, right? So people should be taking responsibility for comments that they make, but the majority of the time, society abuses social media, especially on Twitter, Instagram, um, and they do this to take down people who don't deserve that kind of negativity. The cancel culture, although first starting out as a pop culture reference in 2014, has grown into a huge outcry of Gen Zs and other people in society who are calling out and trying to cancel anyone and anything that has made a comment deemed offensive to society. Now, my comment for you, my listeners, I have to say, this kind of sounds to me like a very large Karen in a way. And some people may take offense to that, but I kind of think it's humorous. Like, okay, if you don't like a song, don't listen to it. If you don't like listening to this one person, why do you follow them on Instagram and Twitter and all the social media platforms? If you don't like it, don't listen to it. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. But that's, excuse me, that's your prerogative. Um, but people are saying that cancel culture should be canceled because it is hurting innocent people's careers, deleting our culture and depriving kids of classic tales and stories that millennials and older society grew up with. I mean, Disney movies, Dumbo. I loved Dumbo. Peter Pan. I loved Peter Pan, and now they don't want to. Disney Plus has taken that down from showing it to kids because of showing the tribe and the Indians with how their culture was. I don't see it as more as a making fun. I think it's a fun kids world. Anything can happen. It's a huge, big thing of imaginary. So, um, opinion should not be the reason someone loses their job and their reputation. I'm going to say one last point that you should take in consideration our society and our history. We've had many rough times where, granted, a lot of it was horrible, but does that mean that we have to tear down statues and try to erase our history? Instead of that, we should learn from it and try and grow to be a better society because canceling harmless movies and destroying music artists' lives is not the way to do it. Thank you guys so much for listening. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thank you.